So Ezekiel Elliot is now officially a New England Patriot. And listen, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I know we talked so much about the Bengals potentially signing him this offseason, especially because he's a decent pass blocker. And, right now, today, as of today, we have Joe Mixon in court. And if he does get found guilty of what he's being alleged of, he will go ahead and serve up to 180 days in jail and $1,000 fine, and most likely the NFL will suspend him 3+ games for if he is found guilty of what he's being alleged of. It's still possible the NFL still suspends him even if he's not found guilty. It's the NFL; they hate us, so I wouldn't be surprised. But with that being said, if he is out for 3 games, then we're going to need some other running back on this roster. Now, Chris Evans has looked really good in training camp so far, and that's awesome to see, obviously. But the problem is, other than Chris Evans, Chase Brown is young, so we're going to have to see him progress. Then we only have Travion Williams, Calvin Taylor Jr., and one other guy. So it's definitely concerning, if Joe Mixon does go down with suspension. And again, if he is found guilty of what he did, he's going to, be done. Like, it's over. Like, he's not going to be in the NFL anymore. The NFL will probably put him on the, what is it called? The suspension list, but indefinite suspension list, which means that he will be pretty much thrown out of the NFL. So, and I fully want to say this right now. I do not believe that Joe Mixon will be found guilty in any way possible. I think what is happening there is a cash grab, and it is what it is, right? I don't think, again, my personal opinion, I do not think he's guilty. And again, at the end of the day, we have to remember, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. That's a fact of the law. That's a rule of the law in America, is that everyone has the right to be found guilty or not guilty. So anyone who is saying, oh yeah, he's guilty, I mean, that's not how that works. So anyway, though, he'll hopefully be fine, and this signing won't matter, right? As long as the NFL, again, does not suspend him for nothing. But they might suspend him because, if the Bengals have a good run game, then the Chiefs have less of a chance to win. Let's suspend him. Or they might suspend him because of all the allegations or something. Like, the NFL is stupid. They will do stuff like this just because they want to do stuff like this. So, I would not be surprised if they try to weasel their way up to that. So, of course, the Patriots did sign him for a 1-year deal up to $6 million. So, of course, that does mean including signing bonus, incentives, stuff like that. So, we could have probably got him for like 1 year, $3 million, and did the same thing they did and got him up to $6 million. Which, again, as long as Joe Mixon is fine, I'm happy we did not get Zeke Elliott. Because I think Joe Mixon, Chase Brown, and Chris Evans are fine to go for this upcoming season. I think they'll be absolutely okay. I think Chase Brown will have a fantastic season. I think Joe Mixon will too. But again, like I said, it definitely is interesting, if Joe does end up leaving us because of that. Keep in mind, if he leaves us because he gets indefinitely suspended, that means his contract becomes null and void, right? So that means all the money that he is owed, we get back in our cap. So, I'm just saying, right? So we would get a lot of money back. Well, not a lot of money. He did take a pay cut. We would get around $6-7 million back. So those who say we can't afford Zeke, we could just use that money that we were getting back from Joe to get Zeke. So there would have been like a transition of, okay, Zeke is now on the team and Joe is going. So it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, I'm hoping that everything goes right with Joe Mixon. I'm hoping everything works out there. And you know what? The Patriots got themselves a pretty dang good running back for pretty much nothing. I mean, you look back at the fact that, a year or two ago, no, was it 2 or 3 years ago when Zeke Elliott got like the most money at the running back position and Jerry Jones way overpaid him and he never panned out or lived up to the money that he got. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a hidden blessing that we didn't end up getting Zeke Elliott in the end and, he's somewhere else now and we can just kind of focus on us. And again, like I said before, there was no way we were going to bring him in if we had Joe Mixon. Okay? There was no way in heck it was going to be a Joe Mixon with Zeke Elliott with Chase Brown. That's just not how that works. Especially with the fact that we are still having to pay Joe Burrow and T. Higgins, right? So, It is what it is. Very awesome to see that he is giving out an opportunity in the NFL, though. Love to see when a player is, getting a chance to go out there and perform at the top level. See you guys next one.